Hi, everybody. I'm Robin, and these are my reflections. Today, I'm here to reflect on this one. This is the Oracle of the Birds, a 46 card deck and guidebook by, I don't know if we say this Jana Ruland or if it's Jean Ruland, illustrated by Petra Kuhn. This name is very pretty. I went through down a whole rabbit hole on Google about how to pronounce it. In French, I think they say Jana, and in English, people say Jean. I thought it was Gian. I am not certain, but I think it's pretty either way. Here is the box. It is from Feinhorn Press. They are an imprint of Inner Traditions Publishing. Thank you to Feinhorn Press for sending this over to me for purposes of review and so that I could share it with you. It is a deck about birds, and I feel like I'm getting like the bird vibes this year. I had a couple of decks in the past, but this will be my second deck this year about birds, which I feel like it was never a thing before. So what I'm trying to say is I'm into birds in 2023. You know how everybody was into the mushroom decks this year? I was into the bird decks. So it says potent allies, powerful animals, and spirit guides. Birds connect the physical realm with the one of spirit, leading us into the world of the immortal soul. Quick in their movements with their ability to take flight instantly, they carry the spiritual quality of freedom. Gliding on the wings of a bird, we literally take on a superior view, gaining a wider perspective on our life. Illuminating their spiritual messages and powers, these 46 beautifully illustrated cards each share the medicine of a winged friend and a brief message about the significance of its presence. The guidebook details the deeper meaning of each bird and its magical feathers, along with an affirmation focused on its unique gifts and talents. Whether eagle, swan, or phoenix, your feathered guides help you find healing, growth, and insight on your spiritual path. Jeanne Ruland, or Jana Ruland, was a New Age visionary angel medium, teacher, and author. Her focus lay with nature, angels, Huna, and sacred geometry. And Petra Kuhn is an illustrator and workshop leader who delights in motifs originating in almost fairy tale scenes as well as in spiritual worlds. She lives in Germany. Okay. So the box is nice. It's nice and hard. It's about the size of a Blue Angel box. And in the way that Blue Angel decks are as well, you get the bigger guidebook, which you can see the words. So that's nice because I wear glasses. So it's always nice. And this one actually has a tray to hold the cards, which is nice. So they don't slide around. And um, there's no ribbon. And I did find that this card keeps getting caught in the bottom of this box. So I would say that, you know, I would. That's the only thing that I have a complaint about. Well, the thumb hole cutouts because we need those, and then I would say either a ribbon or if this tray was just like a millimeter wider on either side, this wouldn't happen. So that's the only thing. Let me get this card out. So what I probably will do is put a ribbon in the bottom of this, or I'll remove the tray altogether and just put the cards inside, which is I kind of want to keep the tray because it keeps the cards from sliding around. So I think I'm just gonna like glue a ribbon in the bottom of this so that I can pop them out, and then that'll be good. That'll be good. So that's the box. Let me not close it because I won't be able to get it back open with no cards inside. All right, so these are the cards. These are the backs. The backs do have writing on them, so that's something to be aware of. It's a beautiful reminder to lift your gaze to the sky and be unique, free, and yet connected. And you see that on the back of all of the cards. So every time I'm using the cards, I get a reminder to look up the sky, which I think is lovely because I do that when I see it. I do it. I do it. I look up at the sky. I look out the window if I'm inside. Well, I'm always inside usually when I'm reading cards. So I just look out of the window and look up at the sky. So it's a nice reminder. But if you don't like words on the back of your cards, that's something to note. It also means that they're not reversible. It says, your light is as free as a bird, forever free. It's a glossy cover. And the paper is just regular paper. You could write on it, highlight it. It's not glossy. You do get a lovely table of contents that's in alphabetical order. We love to see it. Very easy to find the cards, especially since the cards don't have any numbers on it. So that makes it very easy to find things. Also, things are in the book in alphabetical order. And one thing that I love, and I'm just going to mention it because I don't know, like if people see it, maybe they'll care. I don't know if anybody that produces books is going to see this, but it matters when all of the titles are on the same page. Like when you're flipping through looking for something, when the titles jump around, like one title here, one title there, one title here. It's hard to find it. It's so much better when they're on the same page. So like I know I'm looking in the same place for it. So I do enjoy that about this book. Um, let me see. Let's get to the beginning. In the beginning, you get a preface which tells you a little bit about the author who is no longer with us, but she has left this beautiful deck behind, and it just talks a little bit about how she started the project and she was just about finished, but she didn't get to finish, and so some of her friends just kind of jumped in and helped her bring this deck into the world so that we could have it because she left it behind for us. The introduction just talks about how the author really feels about birds. She writes about, this is the author's words now. So she writes about how she feels they're magical creatures, how she feels their connection between heaven and earth, how she feels that the fact that they can take flight and their movement and the way that they show up in our lives represents freedom from earthly limitations, and that they come to bring messages of freedom from earthly limitations. And then she talks about Ba, which is the soul bird that from the Egyptian mythology, and that is the first card in the deck, so that's why he's here or she. And then she talks about how to work with the cards, which is just basic how to work with oracle cards. And then it gets right into the cards. There's no fussing around. So you get a pretty sizable thumbnail, and the print on this is glorious. I can see it very easily. I love this book. I can see it. I can read it. I don't have any issues with this book. So it says you get the name of the bird, the title of the card, and then you get the meaning of the bird or why what she feels that bird represents. And then the magic feathers is sort of the message from the bird. And then you get more meanings. So just some more key phrases here, and then each one has an affirmation, and that goes on for each one. You can read that if you would like. And so now let's take a look at the cards. The cards are glossy. They have like a light gloss on them. They are not sticky at all. Let's just take a quick look at the size. So if we're looking at it up against a Hay House Oracle deck, you can see that they are slightly larger. So they are just slightly larger than a Hay House Oracle deck, a little bit wider and a hair taller than a Hay House Oracle deck. If we're looking at a Blue Angel size deck, you can see that they are smaller. So I would say they're probably about the size of a rock pool deck. I don't have one on hand to show you because I don't have a lot of rock pool Oracle decks, but let's say that they're probably about that size, which are usually just slightly larger than the Hay House. They're slightly taller than the Hay House. This is a normal tarot size. This is a US game size standard tarot size card, just to give you sort of an idea of what they look like here. And so that is the size. So the cardstock is thinner than I'm used to, but with this coating, it feels pretty durable. And I'm thinking it's going to be that bouncy shuffle that I love so much. So I can't wait to shuffle them and see. This is, yeah, but just so that you can see for yourself. They're not so thin that I feel like I'm going to tear them up. They definitely feel durable, but they're also not so, they're not as thick as I'm used to. So just once more, this is the back up close. I haven't looked at them yet, so I'm very excited. I did kind of thumb through them just to kind of see if there were any more sort of mythical creatures or godlike creatures in here, other winged creatures besides birds. I don't think I saw any more, but I did a quick thumb through just to see. It looks like we're just starting with the soul bird. So this one, I think the reason that we started with this one is because it does represent the essence of you, right? The essence of who you are, or the essence of the human experience. And so because of that, this is the first bird in the deck. So I think that that's cool. I think that that was intentional, and I like it. As far as the anatomy of the card goes, you've got the image, and then there's this bubble at the bottom of every card that gives you a place, that gives them a place to put the titles, which makes everything really easy to see, which I'm very excited about. You get the name of the bird, the title of the card, and then there is sort of like a message here. It's not the affirmation, because there is an affirmation in the guidebook. The affirmation is different from the message that you find on this. So you've got that plus the affirmation that's in the guidebook as information for each card. So we start with Ba, the soul bird, essence of the soul. This one is bird of paradise, higher self, vocation. Celestial vision and earthly life, blackbird. Message of the buzzard, vigilance and inner balance. The message from the canary, joyfulness, positivity. Yes, definitely for a canary. Cormorant, I'm not sure what this is. It says non-judgmental love. I'm going to learn some things about birds. Crane, concentration and alertness. Yes, I like that for the crane. Beautiful picture of a crane. I have a lot of cranes around my house, so this is a bird that, I see a lot. So I like the idea of having that in the deck. Crows as well, well informed, whatever the source. I was going to the grocery store the other day, and I saw these crows sitting along these cars. The cars were lined up, and there was one crow on top of each car. It was almost like they were playing some kind of a game. There was like one right in the middle of the hood, not the hood, the top, the roof. So right in the middle of the roof of each car was one crow, and there were about 10 of them lined up on 10 cars. I was like, "What are y'all doing?" Crows are so funny. Egg, fertility, new life. Oh, yes, I did want to mention that. So there are birds, and then there are some like bird paraphernalia, right? So we've got eggs and nests and things like that as well in here. Falcon, light bearer. Falcons were something that were very important where when I lived in the Middle East. They really they find falcons to be very important birds. They're national birds for the country I was living in, and they're beautiful, beautiful birds. I got to spend a lot of time with them, holding them, touching them, seeing them in people's space. So that was nice. Flamingo, inner direction, very smart birds. Here's another. So I didn't catch this when I was flipping through, but this is another, I think, God, or let me just look. So this is the mystical and immortal messenger of light from the upper world appears in your life and calls you to adopt a higher perspective. Immortality, blessing, and auspiciousness. It says, I am a protector and bringer of life, half bird and half man. So this is a mythological creature. Goose, loyalty, reliability. A chicken. Oh, and this is a hen rooster. I mean, those are chickens. Renewal, vitality. I know there's like several chicken decks coming, so I'm excited to see if people will be using this with their chicken decks. Heron, balance of energy, yin and yang. Light from the highest levels for hummingbird. I really think birds are going to be the 2024 mushrooms because there's the chicken decks coming. There's this bird deck. There's another bird deck coming next year. I'm very excited. Ibis, wisdom, or ibis. J, balancing energy, increase of energy. Kingfisher, fortune. Magpie, happy partnership. There's a nest, safety and security. Nightingale, soul song. Beautiful, beautiful birds. Ostrich, the big picture. Owls, magic and healing power of the earth. I was talking to somebody on Instagram the other day. She posted a picture of an owl, and I was like, I've never actually seen an owl like outside of a zoo or anything, and I would love to see an owl just in the wild like that, Penguins, collaboration, loyalty. I love penguins. Always happy to see a penguin in a bird deck or in any animal deck. Phoenix, renewal, resurrection. Another mythical creature, or maybe not if you believe in them. Pied wagtail. Joie de vivre and pleasure. Joie de vivre and pleasure. How do you say that? I don't even know. My French. I don't even know why I try. Raven, ancestral wisdom. Red kite, vision. What a beautiful, beautiful bird. Robin, bright joy, sound, and singing. Love robins, of course. Seagull, constant flow of life, guidance. Love seagulls as well. They're fun to play with on the beach. Sparrow, con- conviviality. I don't even know what that word means. Conviviality. Create space for the new. A significant new development lies ahead. Okay. I learned something new today. Stork. Renewal, growth, purity. My mother does not. She likes birds to look at them out the windows, but she's afraid of them when they come close. So whenever I go to the beach with her, I always make sure I bring something to feed the seagulls so that they'll come close just to scare her. Because I'm mean. I'm a terrible daughter. Swan, light and beauty. Thrush, unfolding potential. She pretends like she doesn't like it, but I think she does. Thunderbird, supernatural power, guidance. Another mythological bird. This one is cool. Everyone has a task in the grand plan. Transform your powerful inner fire into light. Neat. Playful lightness. Look how cute he is. Look at this cutie. Woodpecker, imagination and introspection. And that's the last one. The last time I went on vacation, there was a woodpecker right above where the balcony in my room. The last time I went on like a vacation. And the thing was just like pecking away, pecking away, pecking away. I was like, I'm trying to relax and sit on the balcony and people watch. And you're just like, da, 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 da. He was busy, 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 busy. I think I should be able to shuffle them great. Yep. They're nice and bendy. So yes, they shuffle lovely actually for me. They feel great. Very bouncy and bendy. This is a nice shuffle. I like this. I think it's something about the coating and the bendiness of the cards. Oh, it's nice. Ooh, it's nice. I like this. Yes, I like this cardstock a lot. I like the way it shuffles. Ooh, that's a nice shuffle. Okay. Oh my goodness, that shuffle was so fabulous, so bendy and gushy. The overhand is nice. It slides. You can see that they don't stick. Let's pick a card and read from the guidebook. Ooh, there we go. We've got Sparrow. So it's in alphabetical order. It'll be super easy to find. Ooh, where's Sparrow? There he is. And you can read it for yourself if you would like to. Our serendipitous Sparrow has given me an opportunity for a learning moment. I look up this word and it's it's pronounced conviviality. And the meaning, according to Google, is the quality of being friendly and lively and also friendliness. All right, so from the guidebook, Sparrow conviviality. Meaning of the card. Exchange and communication with like minded people are important now. Keep a balance between sharing knowledge and chit chat. Sparrow admonishes you don't talk things down. Seek conviviality, then joie de vivre spreads. Sparrow carries a great driving force and freedom from concepts, evaluations, and opinions. This bird goes with you through the dark night of your soul to create something new with you in all clarity and light. Sparrow helps you to free yourself from old burdens. Soon you will feel a deep joy about new discovered abilities with which you open new doors for yourself. Carry the joyful message of your transformation into the world. The Magic Feathers section says, with my ash gray and earthy brown plumage, I turn up nimbly and somewhat unspectacularly. Cheerful in a sociable group, I make contact and chirp my message to you. Particularly striking are my dark throat feathers. These stand for precise communication. More meanings. The sparrow is a companion of Dargar, the dramatic guard of day. Knowledge flows through you from the spiritual realm also. Exchange and contact with like minded people. Do not be garrulous. Driving force kisses you. The sparrow whispers the right words to you. And then affirmation, I am ready to walk through the dark night of my soul and make room for the new. My new way of communication is changing my energy field and brings me freedom. That's wonderful. It's actually kind of apropos for what I'm going through right now because I'm actually right now, as we speak, um, not going through a dark night of the soul, but definitely doing a whole process with some shadow work. And I can definitely use the sparrow energy to focus on just to remember that, we're creating space for something new. This is, as I'm going through all of these things, the other side is going to be the new significant development, and it's going to be great, right? Like, it's going to be good. It's going to be, well, it's going to be better anyway. It's going to be helpful. So, um, yeah, thanks for the message from our little sparrow. Isn't he cute? Okay, so that's the Oracle of the Birds. Very pretty deck. Beautiful artwork. Very subtle, but interesting to look at. It does feel, I can feel the elements in the artwork, which I enjoy, and I feel like that's going to be a layer that I can use when I'm reading with the cards. The guidebook is supportive and interesting to read about the different birds. The cardstock is lovely to shuffle, and I like birds, so I'm happy with this. I'm enjoying it. I'm happy to add it to my collection. What do you guys think? Are you going to be picking this one up? Have you already picked it up? Are you looking for another bird deck? I think that this would go really well with like my Pauline and Cassidy decks. It's particularly the Joie de Vivre. Now I want to try it. Let me just get it 1 second. This is the Joie de Vivre Tarot by Pauline and Cassidy. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I don't know. I'm not good with French. I think that this is going to go really well with this. I have another deck here also that I think might match up nicely with it. So we'll show these two. I don't have a lot of time to show a lot of decks today, but I did want to show just a couple. So let's just, I like this owl, so we're going to keep him on top. I'm look at the little naughty woodpecker. Okay. So let's see what we got here. Just zoom you in. So yeah, so far so good. What do you think? What do you guys think? I think that these look beautiful together. I knew that they would. There's something about the softness of this artwork. I'm not sure what the medium is because I can't really tell. But it puts me in the mind of acrylic paint or not watercolor. Uh, Whenever I look at these, I always think of colored pencil. That's what I'm thinking of, colored pencil. And this is, I don't know if it's colored pencil, but it definitely puts me in the mind of like something that you can do, that you can paint like this. Or so I would say acrylic with a very small brush, or maybe even a pastel, like the edge of a pastel, um, chalk pastel, maybe. I don't know, but I think that these look beautiful together, and I'm excited to use them together. And I have one more that I wanted to try. Look at those. Look at that. Very cute. I have one more I want to try, so let me get that out. This is the Little Sister Tarot. This is a new indie deck that just was released not too long ago, maybe like a month or so ago, from the artist Jenny Thompson. And I think that this deck is very beautiful, sort of impressionist looking artwork that could possibly um, go with this. This is more realistic than impressionist, but I don't know. I don't know about the border, but I think that they could work together. Ooh, look at that. My Robin with the High Priestess, which is my birth card. So, okay. Yeah. They're talking to each other. She's listening. He's talking. She's listening. Mm-hmm. Concentration and alertness with the Star and the Ten of Wands. The Thrush, unfolding potential. Express your diversity with the Moon and the Queen of Swords. Okay. Come out of the hiding and express yourself. Nightingale, soul song. The Queen of the Night is kissing you awake. Follow the call of your heart with the Five of Cups and the Knight of Swords. Wow. I think that could be a beautiful pair. They almost sing a little lullaby together. So I think that it would be nice to try them together and see what kind of a reading, what kind of a soft, motherly lullaby we get from these two. So that is this Little Sister Tarot with the bird, Oracle of the Birds. Now, see, I think the Little Sister Tarot was done as a tarot deck to help work through grief, and the Oracle. A lot of times, people think of birds as being messengers from angels or spirit guides. So maybe that's beautiful. I can't wait to try them together. So that is the Little Sister Tarot. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head. So if you guys know anything, if you guys could think of anything, or if you know anything that I have around here that you think might be a nice match with this, let me know. Okay, I'm out. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, you can subscribe. I release videos every few days regarding tarot and oracle, and I will put the links in the description box below where you can pick up a legitimate copy of this beautiful deck if you want to grab it. I am an Amazon affiliate, so if you do decide to buy it from Amazon, I would love it if you would use my link. It does help me. It gives me just like a few cents. It's not a lot, but it helps. You know, every cent helps, and it doesn't cost you anything. So I would love that. And until I see you next time, stay safe and be blessed.